Transport 3, y'all are clear to depart for Nexus. Destination, the city of Fade. I got reports of Dominion patrols in the area, probably searching for undefended transports. Be safe, and good luck.
Transport 1, you're hit. You need to get out of there. Scanning for alternate landing zones.
Roger
There.
that.
You
All
can just make it to the
passengers,
northern
brace
wilds.
for impact. This ain't gonna be pretty.
Anyone alive down there? Please respond, Shuttle 3. I'm detecting movement. We have another survivor down there. Repeat, we have another survivor.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and I think we just survived the crash. Welcome to this Mystery Mondays video of WildStar. Game published by NCSoft, and it is a MMORPG set in a, I would say, different universe somewhere, different galaxy, where you have two factions. You can pick either one, by the way, and the one has an empire that they're trying to spread, and the other faction is sort of the rebels that are trying to find a new home. That's kind of the premise of the two factions. I'm here on the rebel side of things, obviously. I think the other faction is called the Federation something, and they shut us down, pretty much. So, yeah, we are here in a ship, and is that a snake? Oh, no, it's some wiring. From that angle, that looked like a dead snake. I'm joined here by Pookie, which is Lola, and fire doesn't hurt you. Good to know. So, we got a quest up here.
What's word, friend?
And WildStar. Yeah, what can I say about the game? It is an interesting game, I have to say. I did like it. The graphics, of course, are very cartoony, I guess is a good way to put it. But that's, you know, on purpose. And yeah, the skills are very sort of showy, flashy kind of thing. And I have claws, and every time I retract them, the only thing I can think of is Wolverine. Anyways, yeah, some people don't like this style of graphics. I, for one, don't really care. You know, it's fine either way. I'm more about gameplay than graphics anyways, so. One thing I have to say, though, yeah, that's still completely missed. The sounds from these monsters are so incredibly off.
Double kill.
It's ridiculous how loud these monsters are compared to how loud their skills are. Ooh, look, some drops. So you hit F to pick up drops nearby. And you get some extra buffs and stuff, I think, if you get double kills. That was way too far to activate that skill. A lot of these skills are non-targeting, sort of direction in front of you kind of skill, so. Yeah, let's see what we can do with the sound settings. Let's tweak it down a bit. Special effect. The problem is there's no particular sound for monsters. Put the ambience up a bit so we can hear the blizzard. But yeah, there's no sound for monsters, which is, you know, or hostile mobs or anything like that, which is, in this case, really bad. Because you haven't even heard these things. I've tweaked down the sound that they make so far in the video, because they're loud.
Mission unlocked.
Anyways, we got a soldier mission. So, the way this game works is you have a faction you pick, of course. You have a race you pick, and you have a class you pick. The faction just is your main storyline. Oh, and a, I don't know what they call it, is it a job? I think so, about like a job. Anyways, the faction, of course, dictates the whole story and where you end up and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's that Yeti all the way over there that you just heard. Anyways, so, faction, of course, you know, whatever faction you're at, blah blah. Then your race dictates some of your, how do I put it, your passive kind of abilities, like if you're more agile, if you're faster, you know, those kind of things, the kind of standard class bonuses. then, excuse me, race bonuses. Then your class is whatever you are. So are you a fighter? Are you, yeah, fighter. I forgot what this thing is called. I think a shadow or something. It's like claw wielding. You have a mage type. You have a psychic type. A healer. I think that was it. And a tank. There we go. I think that's all of them. And then you have your path, and that's where this game gets a little bit different from most other games. It's telegraphing on the ground there. Quick explanation. Telegraphing is whenever you see lines on the ground that show you where the... This is interesting, by the way. This is something you need to roll for, and it shows a big ass dice in, above it, so you can tell that you have to roll for it. And then you get a need or greed section here. So we both needed on, and then Lola won. So anyways, yeah, the path. The path, you have a couple of options in, and I don't know them from the top of my head exactly, but you have Explorer, Scientist, Fighter, I'm forgetting some. What else was there? Explorer? I think there were 5, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, you can, if you get into the game, you can read up on what they do, and Settler, another one. I think I'm still missing one. I'm still trying to tweak the sound of these damn mobs because it is loud as hell. But anyways, yeah. So what these do is it allows you to pick one of them, and depending on which one you pick, you get different abilities in the game and different quests. So what this means is, if you're a fighter, you're gonna get fighting missions, and I'll show you one in a bit, because we're actually gonna do one of those. If you are a explorer, then you are gonna find hidden pathways. You're gonna find pathways that lead to hidden treasure, like into caves, and so you're gonna find different stuff that other people won't. You'll find quicker routes to get somewhere. There's a whole bunch of things. If you're a scientist, you will look at things in the world and discover things. Crap, that attack is loud. Bloody hell. And that's the sound tweaked down to 40% on the video while already tweaking it inside the game. It's ridiculous how loud they are. So, path. Scientist, you'll discover things. I didn't actually try that out in the game, but I did see the things that you could interact with. And I think we'll pass some by, some big crystals in here. So you'll discover things and you'll investigate them, and I don't know exactly to what end it leads, but yeah, that's the scientist for you. Just checking out the terrain here. Then we have the settler. The settler will go around the map. Go around the map, at least on this map, and collect boxes and stuff. And those boxes you basically store up as a payment item. And then you can go to certain spots on the map and you can exchange those boxes, or the payment item in this case, whatever it is, for buffs. You'll set up a little tower and that tower will buff you. Or you'll set up a little outpost. And depending on how far you upgrade that outpost, you get buffs or you get NPCs that help you. But right here we have one of those fighter things. And what do we get? We get hordes of mobs attacking us. Oh crap. And we stun and we take them out. This is pretty easy. I mean, this is still directly after the whatchamacallit, the tutorial map, so it's still like the first map, so it's pretty easy on you. I don't think I've actually died once in this game. I didn't get very far, but oh crap, these are a bit tougher. So this is a fighting mission. Fighting missions will basically tell you to assassinate bosses, to kill things, to do this kind of wave fighting, pretty much fighting missions. So if you're, for instance, a healer, and that's a big boss, but he's weak as hell. I barely even got to him. But if you're a healer, for instance, it's not a great idea to pick the fighter path. So your path will have to suit your class as well. and your playstyle. Now, I'm not sure, but I think Fighter will also give you PvP missions later on. But I didn't get that far into the game, so, but I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. This is just an example of the Fighter. So we've had the Fighter, we've had the Explorer, we've had the Scientist, we've had the Settler. So Settler, yeah, I was sort of still on the Settler. You can set up like little outposts and that sort of stuff that will help your allies, buff for your allies. Speed buff, heal buff. What else did it have? A couple more buff types that will last for about 20 minutes, so they're pretty good buffs. Now, you should be able to set icons for people, but it seems a bit dodgy. Keep in mind that all of this was in the closed beta session of the game, so all of this might be subject to change and might still be different. And, shh, telephone. Of course the damn telephone goes off, I mean, why not? So yeah, that is WildStar for you. I know this was a bit brief, you know, I can show you a lot more of the fighting, but it's all pretty similar, so I'm not gonna bore you with more gameplay. Ooh, look, we found something hidden, and as you can see, that icon on there, that little red icon, means that this is a fighting thing. You have to have the fighting path in order to do this. And only one person can actually open it. It's basically a random spawn or a timed spawn. And it gives you an item, and as you can see, I'm trying to open it because I didn't quite understand it, but yeah. Oh, now I got something at the bottom there. And I just lost it. And yeah, it's a bit glitchy. The map is a bit inaccurate as well. They only show you like hexagons of where a quest is. They don't actually tell you where it is exactly. Is the game worth the money? That's the big question, of course, because you have to buy the game and then pay a monthly subscription, I do believe. No. Yeah, I could be mistaken. I'm not 100% sure about the monthly subscription. They've been a back and forth about that a bit. So, in the beginning they were a bit vague about it, but is this game worth just buying? Yeah, I don't know what prices they have now. They didn't release the prices back when I was looking at it, so I'm not 100% sure. Actually, let me look at the prices real quick and I'll get back to you on that. Okay, and we're back. Well, you didn't notice that I was gone, but I was for a bit. Okay, so this is one of the hidden quests, by the way. It's behind the freaking fire. So I checked it out. It's about 50 bucks. It depends on your location, so it's kind of hard to say. 50 bucks, 50 euros, around that price. Might be up and down a bit, you know, depending on your location or your currency, or 50 bucks, 50 euros, give or take. And there is a subscription. However, there is an option to play, I guess. What you can do is you can buy a in-game item for in-game currency and pay with that for an extra month of game time. Oh, and this is, by the way, a neat feature in WildStar. If you walk on hardened paths like stone and this sort of stuff, you'll actually get a movement boost. I think that's really nifty and really, you know, it makes sense. Running through rough terrain makes you slower than running on paved terrain, so yeah, I think that's a neat little feature. Anyways, so yeah, players can sell an item. So a player, let's say player X buys the, I forgot what it's called, but the play for a month item, buys it off the market with real money, so he pays basically, and then puts it in-game on the market, sells it for in-game gold, so he gets his in-game currency, you play the game, get your in-game currency, you buy that item from that player, and you get to play for another 30 days with, you know, whatever you paid for in-game. So if you continue to play the game and make enough money, then you can buy that item. Only problem is you can't really stop playing for any given time, because if your account runs out, you can't get in and buy the items that you need to play. So if you want to pause playing for a while, then you're kind of in deep shit. So that doesn't seem to be possible unless you just play once in a while, just enough to make your credits to buy that item. I don't know how expensive the item is going to be or how easy it is going to get that, but it's just a word of warning so you know that you can play the play. It sounds weird saying that. So that's the
Although I generally respect Nazareth in his work, his latest pet project on this island has me a bit confused. During my survey of his work, he described the not insignificant dangers that exist in this canyon. When I asked about their purpose, he merely replied that the supplicants must be tested. Before leaving, I recommended that he get more rest.
okay. Sorry, I just wanted the weird cube to talk. Yeah, we're nearing the end of this quest here. Okay, we get some credits from it. Sweet. And we get a pick there. Interesting, hopefully. Anyways, that is WildStar for you. I think if... Oh, and by the way, I also checked the paths that you can pick. I did get them all. So, Scientist, Settler, Soldier, and now I'm forgetting one again. Yeah, freaking Explorer. There we go. That's all of them. So, that is WildStar. And this road is really cool underneath me, pulsating the green. This is WildStar, published by NCSoft, will be out soon. I think in about 2 weeks' time or so. So, relatively soon. Maybe a week? I don't know. Very soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
It's a hot time in the frigid northern wilds as the Exiles fight to survive against extreme weather, ferocious critters, and belligerent natives.